Right, well, good morning to everybody on YouTube. I see we've got a royal 6 people there already. Good morning, Steve, in particular, now that I see your name, to everybody else. Then we've got Paul and Uncle John here. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
And there's Yorkie. And Uncle John, did you start your ACARS this time?
Yeah, thank you, Nico.
Linda reminded me. All right, so hello, Chronic. Let me just show you guys. The ACARS we're talking about is this one for the VA, where we log our flights. And Uncle John was so good for us that he actually put a bit of the script into Linda to actually get Linda to say to us we need to start the ACARS. And the funny thing is, even after she warns us, and asks us to do it, some of us, including me, still sometimes forget. So anyway, that's the background story. Good morning, Andrew and the Flying Scotsman. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so guys, there hasn't been a new update from Zibo. We are still on Delta 2, which is functional. I mean, we've had some great fun with it. Um, I presume, because I haven't spoken to Zibo since that last stream that he was with us, that he is still working on more fixes, because he sent me a quick note and said maybe, I think he said that, when was it? Thursday evening already. He said that there's another fix coming later in the evening, but he obviously either didn't finish or he got busy with something else. So we'll give him the mercy and the grace there to take his time and get back to us when he's done. Chronic, Linda is not that expensive. She's like $12 or $15, So I hope you can get it. For me, I don't use each and every function of her because it's old and outdated compared to the SOPs that we use. But it's nice to have her, to speak with her, and to have her do some of the automated tasks like the gears and the flaps and the auto brake and the lights. They are a lot of nice things that she can do, and as you watch the stream, you'll pick up obviously which functions I do use, because it is useful to have somebody do the before start procedure and the after landing procedure. And yeah, so the explain store won't let me buy. Oh crap, damn. Use a different email address, man. Create a quick one. Just get a new Gmail. You can add plenty of Gmail accounts. I think you can have 15 or something like that. Last time I checked, just make a new email address. They're not gonna know it's you. Just go and register again. Just buy it. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, just do it. Just do it. I don't have two email addresses for the org, for the store, but I have got for the org. So let me rephrase that. I've got two different accounts for the org. Now, obviously, I use Skymatix 99.99999%, but I mean, I have a spare one in case something happens, that is registered. But on the store, I obviously just have Skymatix. I don't have more than that. So, but that's the easy workaround, man. So, let's look at this flight. There is Uncle John already. Did you push back already, Uncle John? Or are you busy? You're busy.
Nico, I looked at the way we're parked. I've
Yeah,
got nowhere to turn.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought if I push back and pull forward, that'll give you room to push back and get your tail back in this end.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Good, 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 good. Okay, no, that's perfect. All right, so just another couple of small notes quickly. I'm using xAmbience instead of SkyMax Pro today. I just had a itch in the week. I just thought, what, let's just try it again. So this is my second flight now, third flight with xAmbience. I did a test flight yesterday morning, then last night's flight, and now this one. So third flight, just for the heck of it, So FYI. Flying Scotsman, that sounds good. That sounds good. Are you in Scotland or the UK, or are you in the US? Just like flying in the US, as a matter of curiosity. I want to mention something to you guys quickly. I'm sorry Johan isn't here because he's the guy who actually told me, Johan Jacobs. If you guys click on this button and it doesn't fill the CG, okay, I want you to take note and I want you to let me know because I have not tested it, but he's adamant. He's told me this is the problem. If you are at a gate, the CG will fill. You see, I'm at a gate, the CG will fill. But he says once you leave the gate, anywhere else, the CG doesn't fill, and then you have to go to payload and you need to read the takeoff CG 22.5 from there. So I find that fascinating. I mean, how many times have I not had the issue where that thing just doesn't want to put the figure in? Even the other night when Zibo was with us, he noticed it didn't go in, and we discussed, him and me discussed the fact that one of the CGs was actually in amber, and we basically just wrote it off and said, oh, it's because I'm out of bounds somewhere. And then Johan came up with this idea that the reason that thing isn't filling is because you're not at the gate. So if you guys want to test that, let me know. I'll also test it sometime over the weekend because I find it fascinating. If that's so, then I think that's an easy bug to fix, but just bear it in mind. Okay, cool. So you are in Scotland. Okay, yeah, I like to fly everywhere. I was just curious. So let us set up. Trim. Let Linda just fine tune it for us.
All commands and checklists aborted.
No man.
Trim up.
149. Uncle John, I'm going to start my APU now. We'll be pushing in less than 5 minutes.
I'm just clearing your passageway, sir.
Thank you so much. Right, so we're going to do a heading select takeoff. Good morning, Peter. There is no LNAV guidance. We literally don't have a connection. The Zibo draws one, but there's a huge gap. It's obviously filled it in. Let's see if it will take it. No, it doesn't. It recognizes that it's a vector departure. It's funny that it does actually draw the magenta line, but that's a bonus, I suppose. There is no guidance from the runway to the first waypoint. If you look at the actual flight plan, I'll put it up just now. 1017. Let's get edge going quickly for you guys. Right, there it is. So there's us, there's the first waypoint, there is no guidance. The fact that the Zibo draws it in is interesting, but there is no guidance for us. We have to do a heading select takeoff. So we'll use heading select and let's add 20. So I go up to 69, V2 plus 20, and we'll use that Ryanair procedure. I don't know who else uses it. I just know Ryanair uses that a lot. So, okay, that takes care of all of that. Let me start my APU, start closing doors, call, push back, and then we're ready to go.
Captain Hatton, the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt.
Excellent, excellent, thank you.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Good morning, flight 737. No worries. Look at Uncle John.
I'm just giving you some space, son.
That's excellent. Just realized my strobes were on. Right, now we're at the right lights. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
All good, 737. How are you doing?
Before start procedure completed.
One of the things different, guys, that we are doing this morning, we've decided to try xAmbience again.
Yep.
We're both on that setting.
Yeah, just for the heck
Okay.
of it. Hello, Torsten.
So, hey, good morning. Have a look at the size of your explain log text, please.
Yeah, no, it goes haywire. Edwin, oh, who was it? I think it was him. He spoke to Igor, and Igor told him.
Evan, yeah.
Owen, yes. He spoke to Igor, and Igor said he was going to fix it, but because the release of the Pro version is so close, it's basically pointless. So that's the feedback I got.
Yeah. Yeah, I told Irvin about this, you know, that I noticed it.
Yeah.
And he went and spoke to that Igor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my log recently was 795 megabytes.
Yeah, it's crazy how it spams that thing, eh?
And it does that twice, right? Because there's another log in the plugin folder.
Wow.
That contains the same information.
Wow, okay. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2
Torsten,
engine.
just a small update. I've done a couple of flights since putting that new script in. It has not triggered, or the plane hasn't triggered the overspeed yet. Did you check it to see if it worked at your end?
Well, it works for sure if I type that message in manually.
Yeah, in other words, you tried it and you heard the message come up and the klaxon went off.
25 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll continue with it. Another 2 or 3 flights. It's just that it hasn't, up to now, it hasn't been triggered.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Oh, yes, sorry, you asked the question. I can't remember. I cannot remember whether you get thunder and lightning, because in Skymax Pro you definitely get.
25 and 2.
So I'm not sure. I can't really answer that question right now. Right, Uncle John, last engine is busy spooling up, so I'm almost ready.
Thank you, sir.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Right, final checks. Seems we're okay. So, let's gaan.
Do you wish for 2 or 3 minutes this morning, Nico?
Let's make it 3, sir. Just in case.
Roger.
Nico, you're making a little bit of heavy breathing noise there.
Sorry, I
Just,
apologize.
just a little close. I thought you'd better know.
Of course, of course. Yeah, I hate it when somebody does that, so I don't want to do it. Thank you, Paul. There's a very fine line between where the microphone should be relative to my nose and not. And obviously it just infringed a bit there.
I thought that's airframe wind.
Well, if you can still hear wind, then it's not me. Sound better, Paul?
So far, thank you.
Okay. Môre Hendrik Jan. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but if you switch the oxygen mask on, you know when you get hypoxia in explain, it blanks out the screen eventually. It all goes dark. Now in the Zibo, the oxygen mask actually works. Now if I press that button, you must hear the breathing that goes on there, eh? I mean, now we've had it once or twice with certain users where it accidentally, switched on, and it took us a while to figure that one out.
Yeah, that was quite funny.
Yeah. Right, just waiting for flaps, Uncle John.
Roger, sir. Oh, just give me the call on Toga.
Shall do that.
Flaps 5 set.
Yeah, it happens. Hendrik, I'll try and wave, huh? I'll try and wave. Right, so I think we are set. Gonna line up.
Stabilized.
Yeah, it actually works, and Zibo modeled it
Approaching
to
5.
work against hypoxia. So if you get into trouble with your pressurization system, put that thing on fast. Just click the button. Once you hear the oxygen flowing, you're okay. You won't black out.
On runway 25.
Toga.
Thank you.
Takeoff
You are
front
welcome.
set. $80 knots. Throttle hold.
Yoga.
V1. Rotate.
Nice steady 6-7 knot wind coming from the front, Uncle John.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Roger.
Gear up.
Right, starting my turn to the left now.
Runway turn off, lights off. Flaps up. And set. Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Chronic, my Logitech, my first yoke was the first batch that was released on Amazon. That's why I got it. Still have it. It's still here, still working. Nothing wrong with it. It's in a different league to the Honeycomb, but there's nothing wrong with it. And I thoroughly enjoyed, you know, all the years of service that it gave me. I was lucky. Uncle John gifted me the Honeycomb one. Thank you again, Uncle John. You know, so I can tell you one thing: if you can save up for a Honeycomb, and if they still make them, and if they're still available, that's the way to go, eh? For the budget guys still. Once you go over this and you go to Brunner and all these other fancy things that are thousands of euros for a yoke, you know, then that's also totally out of my league. Not even looking at it. The only thing on the Logitech ones is that little LCD screen with a timer and everything on the front. I've got two yokes. The one is like half the age of the other one. They last about 6 to 8 months and then they die. You know, so that's a very weak part of the system. But other than that, I mean, the actual flying side is perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign will be switched off shortly.
I must have been lucky. My little clock's still working after 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, but you know what could have happened? You could have bought them after Logitech took them over and fixed the problem.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah, because on the SideTech side, I don't know if any of my friends whose little thingy still work. They all died. So I think it's after the takeover they fixed it. Yeah, I got your message, George. No worries. You aren't pushed to talk, so we won't hear you snoring anyway, so you enjoy your sleep when it comes. George just sent me a message here on Discord, private message, so it's easier for me to talk to you than type, man. Good morning, Giovanni, how are you? There's George there. You like both. Excellent. What's the other yoke that's so expensive, George? Ah. Hello, Will. All good. Your side? Version 2 of Baltimore? Oh, I didn't realize. Let me go have a look.
I really am looking forward to next weekend.
So Giovanni, I've got version 1. Do we now have to buy version 2 again? Is that what the deal is? Because I don't have a download for version 2. Giovanni, you can't announce your stream because you can't. Well, let me put it this way: you can announce your stream, but you can't put a link to your page, because the moment you put a link, all your messages are going to be scrubbed out. So what I would suggest is just to make a sentence without putting any URL or anything, and then the guys can just click on your name or whatever and go check it out later. Please just do not show them the pirated max, because that's not kosher. Alright, let me now have a look at that version 2. So what makes version 2 better than version 1, Giovanni, of this Baltimore scenery? Ooh, it's now called Baltimore Professional. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, see, it's $8. There. $8 for me. Okay, cool. So they've got gangsters built in. We'll have to talk to Andrew about that. Anyway, okay. I'll speak to him about it before I just go and buy. I just want to see what the big issue is there. He hasn't been on one of my streams in a while. Probably the time difference is a killer, you know. You see, Annie's still studying as far as I know. So between the studies and the girlfriend, oh, fiance, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Ding.
Yeah, 737, I've got the Tampa one. Giovanni, I've just tried to purchase this, and there's a new thing on this new website of his. It says redeem your points because I've got a certain amount of points. So I clicked on use all points, and lo and behold, I'm getting it free. Don't have to pay anything. Place order. Woohoo!
Do we have a group flight today?
I've put flights in the roster, so you're welcome to look at the roster, and then I'm just waiting for confirmation of tomorrow's group flight, and then I'll put that in there as well. I'm just waiting for the ATC person to get back to me.
Okay. Because I checked in the morning and I didn't see anything, that's why.
I put it in about half an hour ago.
Affirmative.
Okay. Oh, me and Uncle John were sitting here chatting about a whole bunch of things, and eventually I got around to updating the roster. Yeah, I saw the notice there about the discount and all, but when you go to the checkout page, there in your basket or whatever you want to call it, there's this point story. It's busy downloading, and it's 7.507 gigabyte. Yeah, busy coming in. It's gonna take a wee while to come in.
I missed something. What are you downloading, Nico?
The new Baltimore scenery from Andrew from Vertical Simulation, Uncle John.
Okay.
I'll just send Andrew a quick note of thank you. There you go. If he's awake, he'll respond.
Just a question. The morning flight has been done. The one that was 7:30 Zulu.
Yeah, we're busy with it now. That's why we're live on air and broadcasting and all the rest. We're on YouTube, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Scotsman. Hit the right button. Just make sure you hit the right button. I'll go check your
Thousand to level
landing.
off.
Let's go have a look. Was that with the new scenery already, Gio? Ah, okay. Just concentrate. I'm trying to open your video, but with the download happening in the background, I'm killing my internet. There you go. That's you, Giovanni. Hope you don't mind me broadcasting it on my channel. Let's see what you did. Ah. Well, you got it. You got it. Well done. Well done. Always fun sharing the joy of the Zibo mod, eh? That was a nice soft landing. Yeah, I'm totally biased, but I mean, I don't fly much of anything else except for the Zibo. Yes, it was a bit soft, but it was good. It's the softness I think comes in from the float, but I mean it was still in the box, so it's perfect for all practical intents and purposes.
Good morning.
Hello, Reggie. Good morning. Alright, let's just have a look, see how far from top of descent. Alright, there's still a wee while to go, but we might as well start prepping.
So you're about to pass over Manchester.
That's why my frame rates are a bit low again, yeah.
I'm passing 12,000. Behind you.
Yeah, I did spot you, Reggie. Just a bit late coming out, weren't you, bud?
Yeah, I've got him on the map too.
Yeah, I've got him too.
Alright, let's reset this zoom. Right, so we need to descend to 3000. Our decision altitude 186. Incognito, I have a strange suspicion it does not work. Hendrik, thank you for stopping by. We'll talk later again. Thank you for watching. So, Incognito, no. The B below is something that we have worked a little bit on now in this version 17 that I'm still flying. And Zibo still needs to finish the vertical code. So I think 17 will mostly focus on the LNAV code, and then 18 will then, unless Zibo changes his mind, by the way, 18 will then be the VNAV one. So if he decides to change and make VNAV part of 17, I'm not privy to that information yet. He has not told me. But that's about how I read it from the tests and stuff we've been doing together. So I hope that gives you an indication of where it's moving to. He's literally rewritten the code, you know, brought it into C++, rewritten everything. That's why it's taking so long to get 17 out. I mean, we're already at, I think there were already 10 or 11 test models that we've been flying. So anyway, how many ever, it's not important. You know, it's work in progress.
Another small update for you guys. If any of you have been struggling at all with Vulkan, which I have ever since it's been out, I was getting frame losses. Of late, it appears that the latest updates from the video drivers has resolved the problem. I'm now running beautifully. So if you've been having problems, it's worth making sure that you've got the latest drivers and check see if it works for you.
Yeah, I think the latest VGA drivers in combination with 55R2 on the explain side, it's a magic combination. I've heard good things from a few people in the interim as well, so thank you, Uncle John. Oh yeah, now I've lost track.
Which runway are you taking, Nico?
2-2.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw you mentioned that, Steve. Can't remember where. You know, we've got so many platforms and everybody's talking on all of them. It's crazy. But anyway, I did see your note there. Flight 737, no, it's only Zibo that does the programming. Only him. I'm on the test and support side, and then Stefan, I don't know if Stefan has actually put some code in, because he's also a programmer and a real-world pilot, but I mean, I haven't discussed it with him, so I don't know. As far as I know, it's only Zibo that touches his code, eh? And then obviously we've got Yeri modeling and, you know, his little bit of work that he does on the side for this. And then we have got all the pilots. There you go, Steve. Yeah, I'm an IT guy of profession, You know, I studied electronics engineering way back in the day, went into computers, been here all my life. I've done weird and wonderful things in the capacity of an IT guy that normal people will never ever get to experience. So I'm very grateful for that. But I'm not a programmer. That's not what I do. You're welcome, 737. I'm a great explained pilot. Yeah, that's true, that's true. You know what, it's a part of my life now, eh? Okay, let's look at the chart. What did you say? We need to descend 3,000. Right, so primary flight display is done. Auto brake, speed brake we're not going to worry about. I'll just put you on auto for now. Course, descent altitude, perfect. Yeah. No, I've been doing Zibo support for over 3 years now. To my earliest recollection, I got my first copy and involvement in helping other guys getting the Zibo going in February 2017 already. So I can tell you one thing, there's lots of parts of me in this machine. Lots and lots and lots of hours and hours and hours. And I wouldn't have it any other way. And this whole freaking community that is evolved around it, I just love it. Hey guys.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Nice thick bank of clouds coming up. Wow.
It's going to be fairly low flight level 250.
I'm on 3.3 and Uncle John 3.5, and I don't know the other guys.
Yeah. What wind have you got, Mika?
Currently, wow, 76, almost from behind. It's a tailwind. And there's the clouds gone.
From the southeast.
Let me see the picture in my mind quickly. It's from, hold on, southwest, more southwest.
So, yeah, south, definitely southwest. Yeah. Okay. So I'm about the same, so I'll stay right.
Lucian, yes, I have. When this flyby is over, I'll tell you where you can go and have a laugh with me. I've got quite a few hours on the real level D sim here at Joburg, and I actually took Uncle John there with me. We've had some great fun. Let me show you guys when this is done. I apologize for the quality. You guys can go watch the video. It's on my channel. See, that's me and George over there, George Carney. And this is the $20 million machine here by Joburg International. It's part of Comair and British Airways, you know. So, you know, I'm just gonna skip through a little bit here. Like I said, the video is on my channel. If you go to my actual channel and scroll to the very bottom, you'll see the real world aviation stuff there. I've only got 2 videos. I don't share too much of my real world life. I just don't. It's just not who I am. So anyway, my son took the video, and because it's a moving simulator, I mean, that thing is on a moving 6 DOF platform, or however many ever it's got. It's not that easy, because I mean it moves, and it's not that easy to take great video, you know, but it is what it is. And tell you what, there's nothing like hand flying circuits with this thing, eh? That was one of the highlights. We did a couple of exercises, smoke in the cabin, a whole bunch of things. You guys can go have a look, see there. The other place where you will find a lot more will be on my Skymatix Facebook page. So if you go to Skymatix, yeah, it's Facebook. Let me show you guys. See if you scroll to the bottom. Sorry, I'm talking and I'm not showing you guys. There's the real world jump seat that I shared. It's got day and night flight combined there, takeoffs, landings, and then there's the actual sim. Sorry, and I was telling you about me and George, and I didn't show you. I didn't realize. See, I get too engrossed in this whole thing. So anyway, that's it. That's obviously me left, George right, and we really had a great fun day there, you know, and flying this thing. Oh, and there we've got smoke in the cabin, yes, in the cockpit. We had a bird strike and an engine failure basically that we had to handle. So it's on the channel, and like I said, over here, that's the real world flying that I was flying jump seat, taking off Lanseria, going down to Cape Town, and then coming back a few nights later in the evening flight. So it's all there. I mean, you can hear us all talk about it and what have you. So, and then if you go to the Skymatix Facebook page, if you go to the videos here, there's plenty more of the level D. Even some with Uncle John. This is us. Obviously, I'm sitting right hand side. Uncle John's sitting left hand side. We took off from Heathrow in the simulator, and there's an A380 coming. That we had to take care of, and TCAS going crazy. So You can have a look around. You'll see all the different videos and stuff there. Of some of the things we share. I don't share everything, but some of it's there. Yes, 737. Yeah, absolutely. The Centilina one is one of those great honors and privilege situations. It's on Facebook. That I think we've got 2 videos for Centilina. One with me and George, and then one where I took Uncle John in there. So for any of those that have ever tried to land at Centilina or don't know what it is about, go do some research. It is just amazing. It is a great honor and challenge, to go fly
Especially
there.
on one engine.
Yeah, we didn't do the Centilena on one engine, but no, we did the bird strike and stuff. We did that at Cape Town International, me and Uncle John, and fly that sucker. One engine gone, smoke in the cabin, in the cockpit. That was fun, Uncle John?
You can't describe it, Nick. You've got to experience it to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Trust me, you sweat.
Yeah, because it's as real as it gets, And the one thing that is very, very apparent from the beginning is, and that's also why I set my Zibo control profile the way I do, and why I recommend what I do in the Zibo install guide is, in the real thing, if you pull on the yoke, it doesn't instantly do something. It's not a bit special, there's like a delay, and you have to know how to anticipate the delay and how to incorporate the delay in actually flying this thing. It's just amazing. I mean, you're talking of a 60 plus ton aircraft, that it's just not going to handle like a bit special does in an aerobatic display. But if you know how to work it out, it's amazing, man. But that's the first and the biggest difference that I really want to share with you guys. It just doesn't fly like in the sim if you have it too sensitive. It must not be set up too sensitive. There's got to be that delay. Yeah, Lucian, awesome. Thank you. That's a great compliment there. Hello, Antonio.
Another thing in the rail thing is a lot of the switches, you actually have to pull them before you can move them.
Yeah. You have to physically pull them. It's spring loaded, so you pull it, then you move them. That's the other thing. Somebody else was talking to me about it. I think it was a guy by the name of Jeremy, I think. He said he never knew that was so. But I mean, in the sim, that little white button doesn't move. But in the real world, you have to pull it, down, then move the button. Or the lever, whatever you want to call that thing. Antonio, I know. We are aware of it. Paul did point it out to us, so I'm aware of that. I haven't done the Paro approach in the full sim, but in this one that we're flying here today, I've done it plenty of times into Paro.
I can only assume you've already started your top of descent.
Yeah, I've just gone through, Uncle John. Antonio, yes, that was apparent as well, but the test that we initially did was on runway 05, which had a totally different way of doing things. So it's in Zipo's hands, man. We did what we needed to do, and from there on, he needs to come back to us. Yeah, and they all work, Scotsman. They all work. If you go start fiddling with them, they will each have their little function. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yes, oh yes. I can. It's gone from nothing to something. Let's quickly see if I've got the picture. I'll show you something. Okay, brace yourselves. Look what it used to look like. This was in March 2017. Look what it used to look like. How's that?
Hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Right, click out of this. I want to show you the FMC. Look here. There was a time when the FMC was only on the one side and the other side was still the original X-plane FMC. Think about that. The Flying Scotsman, no, that was the Zibo, and you can see here it's the Zibo, but it's way back in 2017. So it was early days, you know. I mean, Zibo started this thing in I think second half of 2016. See, so yeah.
Does the updated works?
Sounds good, Uncle John.
Yeah, I'm pleased because I've done 2 or 3 flights since he gave it to me, and nothing's triggered, and it's just triggered, so it's perfect. It's beautiful.
Good. Antonio, I'm not even gonna try. My biggest problem is I don't know how to program that default FMC. I used to know, but I'm not gonna go learn again, eh? Go enjoy, Giovanni. We'll talk later. Linda's your wife. You can have her, mate. She's all yours. Bye-bye.
Arrival runway.
We've got 22 or 27, your choice. We
Okay.
decided on 22 because the wind is more in line with that, but it's a short runway and it's actually at the cargo terminals. So in hindsight, I should have taken 27, but I'm not going to change now.
Ground is on, Nico.
Okay. Same one, Antonio. Bye, Peter.
Is giving arrival runway 18 right.
Shibbit. Then we'll have to change. Thank you. Thank you. Arrival 18 right. Let's quickly change it while we have the time. Did you hear, Uncle John?
I did. I'm now busy.
Yeah, I always look at that runway use in real life, Nico.
Yeah, I don't care for the real life stuff. Oh, and when
They always use that one.
Is it? Yeah. I try not to mix real world and virtual world because the guys do sometimes make mistakes. So let's
No, they always use that.
18 right.
My experience.
Okay, cool. 10 right. East I am at 8. Okay, so let's quickly replay LAMSO. That's still the same. That's still the same. We have the Zibo transition.
1000 to level off.
LAMSO. Right, legs. Okay. Excellent. I'll have to change all the frequencies and everything now.
Are you sorted out the approach by any chance, Nico?
I'll tell you now, I'm busy with it. Almost done. Right, Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
So the approach is going to be, the arrival is a runway 18 right on the LAMSO 2 Alpha, LAMS 2 Alpha arrival, and we're going to use the Zibo transition.
Is that the SUG5 Bravo?
No, just go one page on and then you'll see Zibo.
Got it. Thank you kindly.
So there is a hold, which I think I want to remove. Hope I didn't mess it up now. Might have. Kind of, yes. Yeah, it won't make that turn.
How old are you cancelling?
No, don't do it, don't do it. The moment I did it, I actually made a bit of a mess now because we're going to come a bit high now, and I went. No, I'm not. No, it's just it's a stupid turn. Don't do it. Don't just go through it and just exit after the first turn. You know, so that it doesn't. Otherwise, you know what? Let's see if we do this. Hang on, I might have another plan, Uncle John. Yeah, do this, do this. Go into your legs page. Yeah, ready. Go look for SPL. There's two instances of SPL. The one is the waypoint and the one is the waypoint with a hold. What you need to do is go click on Alpha Mike 240.
Done.
If you click on it, then put that on top of the first SPL so that you cancel out the two SPL waypoints and then execute it. So what it will do is it will actually turn away before you get to the airport.
I feel so alive now.
Got you. Done. Thank you.
Chop. Alright, thank you, Scotsman. Yeah, great minds think alike. You know what it's like. Yeah, we can do it.
Approach is on as well now.
Ay. No, it's tower. I don't see approach.
Yeah, oh yeah, I see. Yeah, this is yep, tower.
Thank you so much.
That's Brian.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's the same Brian.
We'll see.
Which is coming Discord.
Come here. It's possible.
Yeah, will get approached by the time I get there.
1000 to level off.
You see. Oh yes, I did forget. See. Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
Antonio just reminded me I need to set my course heading to 182 as well. Please remember on your MCP to set that up for the new landing runway, 182 degrees.
182, 110, 1,
Yeah.
2,000 feet, 187.
Yes. Oh yeah, let's see. That is 2000.
182 there, John. The course.
Yeah, of course it's 182, but your decision is radio is 187.
It's changed.
The decision altitude is just 87, Uncle John.
Only 87, not 187.
No, 87 on the barrow. You have to set your barrow to 87.
Transition.
Your radio altimeter is 100 and your barrow is 87.
It's the Cat 2, Nico. The Cat 1 is 187.
Ach, okay, man. Okay, sorry. Uncle John, you were right.
Okay. Anyway, what's the QNH, Nico?
Was 1020 a minute ago. It's now 1019.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, that was exciting all of a sudden.
Yeah, but we got there.
Yay.
Flaps 1
No,
set.
that's a nice arrival, that way.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
nice.
looks good.
Transition level.
Have you got the kettle on, Erwin?
The kettle on for what? For the coffee?
Cup of tea and coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
That was close.
Exciting.
Localizer capture. Glide slope capture.
You can buy time by putting a heading select to the north and fly a while to the north, huh?
I'm on the localizer, not changing anything right now.
No, I mean...
Amsterdam Tower, Skymatix 001 on the localizer for runway 18 right.
Skymatix 001, what a great way to meet you. I'm Brian, by the way. The wind, 23013 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Thank you, Brian. Nice to meet you. And clear to land, runway 18 right, Skymatix 001.
Hi there.
Hello. Hello, Brian.
Hey, by the way, every one of you, in about an hour, there is an event called Destination Dubai.
Okay.
So everyone would like to do a departure from Amsterdam to anywhere, especially Dubai if you want to cooperate with the event on the VAO. But it would be amazing to have a lot of traffic.
And what time is that, you say?
It is from 10 Zulu till 13 Zulu.
Okay, cool. Well, guys, there you have it. There's your invitation. Go try and support the guys.
Are you on the Schiphol now, Brian?
Correct.
You're on a tower.
That is correct.
So you these see those two coming in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to have you here, Brian. Nice to have a family member on tower duty today.
Exactly. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I'll get the cookies ready.
Okay, thank you. I'll be there shortly. Hello,
well,
Tommy.
It depends how butter smooth your landing is.
Woo! Oh, that's a challenge. Man, let's see what we can do.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Taxi lights on.
Are you streaming on Twitch?
I'm on YouTube. Yeah, we've got about 25 viewers there on YouTube as well.
Awesome.
Approaching 18 right.
Flying Scotsman, you need to come to us. We'll help you with IVAO. And as you see, the ATC guys and us, we're family, you know, we help each other. So come, we'll sort you out. Then you don't have to be scared or worry. We do lots of training with IVAO. Just fall in when you're ready.
400. 300. 200. Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake.
Oh, that wasn't my best landing, but at least nobody needs a chiropractor.
That landing was still a cookie whiff.
Excellent, thank you so much. Right, so Brian, I've got this flight factor tool to help me get to wherever you're gonna direct me. Just FYI, so let's see if we can do a nice taxi for you as well.
That would be amazing, but we also have ground.
Good morning, and Skymatix 47 on the localizer for runway 18 Romeo.
Where to go left and right.
Skymatix 47, you are cleared to land, runway 18 right, the wind 23013.
Skymatix 47, clear to land. Thank you, sir.
Skymatix 01, and we have vacated the runway.
Skymatix 001, continue Whiskey 5 via Victor.
Whiskey 5 via Victor, Skymatix 001.
Do you have a specific gate that you would love?
No.
This checklist cannot be performed on the ground.
No, not at all. Hey, Brian, you give me anyone you want. I don't mind.
Well, that will be ground then.
Okay.
Ground will give you the one you want.
Okay, cool. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Have you got enough fuel on board for the taxi?
Yeah, there were a couple of comments about that already.
After landing, procedure completed.
I don't use this airport visual system that much, but I'm telling you, I love it when I get to a position like this and it's just available. It's here.
Finally
Flaps
descending.
up. And set.
Well, it's a great airport. It's a good one.
Oh, yes. Steve, coming back to your aggressive ATC comment, we had a couple of really bad experiences, and to the point where you know, one of the guys was real nasty with us, you know, and then the whole idea of flying together died. We tried Join FS, we tried FS Cloud, we tried so many different platforms, even POSCON, to get everybody together. And I tell you what, the moment I spoke with Denton from Iveo, everything just fell in place with Iveo. They've been giving us the most awesome support and training. The ATC guys come and sit here with us, like Brian is sitting here with us now. I mean, he's tower here, right? And I tell you what, it does miracles for somebody's confidence to learn in an environment like that, where you don't have a him and me situation, but a friend's situation, a friendship situation. And so anybody on this team, whoever wants to learn how to fly online, you guys have to come to us. We'll help you. The first time you press the PTT button, you're going to sweat. It's going to feel weird, lump in the throat. The second time you press it, better. The third time, even more better. I suppose I could have...
I'm streaming John's approach and landing, huh?
Cool.
Yeah, I can confirm that, Nico.
Yeah, Reggie. Yeah.
I can confirm what you said as well. When I joined, I previously joined FATSIM because that was the network everyone said was most realistic, which is correct. They are very realistic. The only problem is that I really couldn't find it with the people of the community. Most of them were, towards me at least, really toxic, and that made me make the switch to Iveo, where everyone is the same, no matter how high your position is, and that is something that really caught my eye.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, yeah, and Giovanni just mentioned Pilot Edge. I mean, if you guys want to go even more realistic, obviously go to Pilot Edge, but it's a localized thing, you know, it's not the same worldwide experience.
By the way, for you Skymatix, you can expect Delta 5-2, and for Skymatix 4-7 will be Delta 5-4.
Delta 5-2. Alright, okay. I'll have to go find it quick.
Skymatix 47 from location, sir.
Skymatix 4-7, order, continuing with 5, and made Victor.
Skymatix 47, thank you, sir.
Where would this Delta be? Because hang on, I just need to. I need to zoom in. I'm sorry. I've got it. Delta.
Yeah, if you you're at the Alpha 9 Charlie, where you see it on the stream, and then you'll find it.
Yeah, I've got Delta 5-2. So I need to just see. We're probably going to take that node over there. Why is it not drawing it? Come on. No. Undo. Okay, I'll just improvise. But anyway, it's there. There. Ach, nee, man. Do I have to taxi on the outer taxiway? Because every time I try and come back in, it doesn't want me to come back in. Just keeps him.
No, you in a bit you cross the 18 center, then you go onto Delta, then you travel then you turn left to Alpha, and then you go all the way around, and then you go to Delta 5-4. So if you are making a line from the gate towards your location, it would be the outer line, but because you are traveling inward, it will be the inner line.
Okay, well, I'll do my
So you
best.
have to take the Delta, by the way, not the Charlie.
Hold on. Okay, there's Delta. Okay,
so Delta and Alpha, so you can follow the line, but the other taxiway.
All right. Okay, let's clear the route. Let's do it from this side now. Okay, I think it's gonna be easier. So we're gonna go there, then we're gonna take down.
Yeah, if you hit clear route on the right.
Yeah,
easier.
I did.
There you go, Delta, then turn left Alpha.
Got it.
And then you go all the way around Alpha.
There.
Yeah, and then you go a little bit further, then Alpha 9er, you turn right.
Got it. I got it.
Wonderful.
You are a great help, sir. Accept.
No problemo.
Press the wrong button. Right. Okay. Pardon me for.
And that's another thing that I really like about IVO. A lot of controllers, but also pilots are really keen to help each other.
Yes.
So, for example, my brother, he is doing air traffic control as well. He's currently controlling on Rotterdam Airport, so if someone wants to help him out.
Excellent.
But he is really new to the whole air traffic control system and the whole experience with aviation, and there are still like pilots that help him and correct him on his RT and in a positive way, so not toxically, but in a positive way to help them.
That's absolutely amazing.
Is there somebody in front of you, Nico, I think?
I don't see anybody in front of me, but the ATC will guide me. I don't mind.
No, it may just be this thing.
For the both of you, 121.805 is the next frequency, so you can put that in right.
Tower 121.805 for ground.
For ground, it is 121.805, and you will get that clearance in a little bit.
Okay, no worries.
Skymatix 001, Schiphol Tower.
Go ahead, Schiphol Tower, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, clear to 18 center at Whiskey 5. After the close, contact ground 121.805.
Can you please repeat again, sir? Sorry.
No problem.
You are cleared to cross 18 center at Whiskey 5. After the cross, contact ground 121.805.
Clear to cross 18 center at Whiskey 5 and then contact ground on 121.805, Skymatix 001.
It's a pity they can't use 18C.
Sorry.
18 center was was a bit easier.
Yeah, but there is a reason why they use the Polderbaan.
I'm getting nowhere.
Why?
It has to do with the.
Nobody's giving me a taxi instruction.
Hold on, man. Brian's talking too much to me. It's my turn first.
Go straight forward.
Wait.
John.
Skymatix 47, continue Whiskey 5 via Victor.
Sorry, Uncle John.
47 via Victor 1.
Yeah, Victor, and then W5.
Okay, I'll let you direct me.
Look, Uncle John, Brian that's sitting here with us is the guy on tower that's talking to you on ATC. So just bear that in mind, okay? Same guy.
Okay, good morning.
Yes. But I already gave you that clearance.
Uncle John is hard of hearing sometimes, so you must just bear with him, eh?
That's fine. I got the time.
I'm very trying.
Hey, it's the first time in a while we got traffic on Schiphol Airport, so we'll cherish that with our hearts.
Schiphol ground, Skymatix 001 at Delta.
Just don't
past
take the first
1A
left,
Charlie.
John.
Delta 52 via Delta Alpha and Delta Skymatix 001. So your microphone has got a lot of static. I'm struggling to hear the last sentence.
Left. John, left. To the left, John. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong plane. But it doesn't matter. You can go left and then right.
You can just.
Do you want me to go right again here?
Ja.
Ik zou je geluid maar wat zachter zetten, want je overmoduleert nu. Het probleem zit ook in de SIM en IVAP. Als jij je standaard geluid op 50% hebt staan, dan moet je die vrouwpijplijn moet je omhoog gooien of de geluid in je SIM omlaag, en anders gaat het niet werken. Oké. Is het nu beter?
Brian?
Veel beter.
Yes.
Whoever is on ground, his microphone is very bad. I think his gain is way too much on that thing. It's very distorted. Very difficult to hear.
Morgen Orange. Het is 37, ik ben zo uitvaart in Zweden informatie in Bravo on board. Orange 273, centraal voor me. Orange 273, you are clear to destination via Volvo to Sharon function runway 24. Initial flight level 60, squawk 210. Yeah, clear to destination South Falco to Sierra departure runway 24, initial climb 6000 and on the box 2104, Orange 373.
Approaching 0.
Orange 373 negative, initial climb flight level 60.
Walking back to Belfast.
Yeah, flight level 60, Orange 373. Orange 373, is that correct?
Yeah, we're driving back to Belfast.
Document 6864 from the tower on line 230, veilig lucht. Dankjewel, tot tower en tot de volgende, bedankt hè.
AV Geek, new LNAV code, new LNAV drawing code on the ND, and lots of blood and sweat and tears, my friend. Lots of coffee, long hours, testing, and we're not done yet. I turned one too fast.
Yeah, that's Bravo.
Yeah,
you could take the next right and then left.
I'll do.
Follow up to 78986, request the 9 o'clock unit to 1
Correct.
78960, the first two waypoints air flight plan, so we need Echo Hotel 009 and Dana.
That's correct, AV Geek.
Roger, I'll...
Soon I'm going to bear left here.
AV Geek, if you go to my previous videos, the test videos, you'll see in the description below the video, when you click on show more, the change logs are there. That's where I put them.
Am I clear to go over this runway, Brian?
He had to give me a separate instruction, so call him on the radio, ask him.
I already told him.
Okay. Thank you. Daniel. The packs are already asking for their dinner. We'll give them peanuts.
Amsterdam ground to Orange 373 is ready for push and
It should get them to the gate.
Terminate 1020 and push start to orange 30.
I should have said passenger Escobar wants to eat first.
Channel 7896, that should be your flight plan for it.
Channel 7896, a firm clear to meeting for on peak 7 departure 24. East class number 60, squawk 0144, information Charlie.
I've got your visual, Owen.
Yeah, I'm going offline now.
Roger, clear to using Welcome to Sierra departure out of runway 24 initial flying.
Antonio, everything flight model wise in terms of LNAV and VNAV comes straight from the real pilots. Okay, they fly it, they tweak the messages to Zibo, and he then obviously puts it into the code. So nothing gets done in this aircraft that is not vetted by real world pilots. It just doesn't happen, and every time that there is a change, they have to obviously give their blessing on it. So yes, the simple answer is yes. The real world pilots influence all those things.
By the way, Sky.
Yeah.
Hold
on. Yo, that radio's loud. Say again.
And did you ever have
might be useful if you text me.
idea to maybe go like the 737 is the Zibo that you guys make, but you make like different version of it, ones that are newer and ones that are older. But did you ever think of maybe making like a 200 with like all the old gauges and everything? Because that would be so amazing.
Yeah, the level up guys are doing the 700 and the 600. Okay, and that's how far the Zibo systems will go back. All right. In terms of the 200 and the 300, we've got the IXEG already, so you can get that one. And then the 200, I'm not sure if there is a 200, but yeah, we haven't discussed any of something like that. Nothing like that.
Interesting. But what is the flight model that you use? Because I've had other aircraft, for example, an F-35 that I installed, and with that...
What's your standby?
Zibo.
Do me a favor, wait until I park, and then we can have a decent discussion, because at this point in time the ATC and traffic is killing me in my ears here, and I cannot hear half of what you're saying, Brian.
That's cool.
Ah, there you go. Giovanni says FlyJSim has a 732. You see, so for me, the simple answer is don't reinvent the wheel. If there is one, there's no point. You know, Level Up is filling the gaps on the other side with the 900 and the 700 and 600, and then they threw in an 800 in the middle there as well. So, but they are all running off Zibo systems. I think the short answer, Daniel, why not, is time. We're all married, we've got wives, children. Zibo's one daughter got married the other day, you know, so one less for him. But he's got work, you know. We all have to work for a living, and this is a hobby, you know, the hobby side of our lives. We don't do this for money. So it's difficult, you know. The amount of effort that goes in here is already taking its toll. Right, so now I need to look for 5.2. It will be there on the right. Ah, okay, all right, why not? Yeah, you never know, you might have an allergy.
Orange 373, follow the Siberian 737-800 inform to 1.07, runway 24.
You're almost there.
Yeah.
You can almost turn off the loud ADC.
Yeah.
Summon 78996, pushing start approved, Phoenix 1020, information is Charlie.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
And Schiphol Ground Skymatix 001 on the blocks. Thank you for your service, sir.
001, bye-bye.
Okay. ATC's off. Brian, sorry about that. Please repeat your last comments or question.
Sorry, I was searching the right push to talk button.
No worries.
My question was, the Zibo is quite heavy on performance.
Frames and stuff.
The thing that I was wondering is, what is the thing that would actually make it that heavy? Because I got other aircraft, for example, the F-35 also has a lot of systems it's using, and with that I can have amazing scenery and still good FPS. But with the Zibo, I have to turn everything to a minimum, and even then, it sometimes drops below 10 FPS.
Oh, that's terrible. What VGA card and what processor do you have?
I got a processor that is clocked to 3 gigahertz at the moment, 3.2 gigahertz, and a 2 gigabyte video card. So I know it's on the low end, but...
Yeah, no, then there's nothing much you can do, because the Zibo actually needs a 4 gig VRAM to really start working proper. You're not using the 4K version, you're using the 2K Zibo, eh? The normal 2K.
Yes, default. I'm using the 2K one.
Yeah, yeah. I think the. I don't think there's anything you can do. You're gonna have to upgrade your VGA card for one. That's definitely something you're gonna have to look at. You need minimum 4 gig VRAM to really get any real FPS joy out of it, eh?
Yeah. Okay. Because right now I've turned scenery and everything, every setting in explained to the lowest setting possible, and I get 30 FPS, but as soon as there are clouds and it's become really heavy, it drops to like 20, which is still doable. But then when I get, it is most of the time when I'm airborne. When I'm airborne, it drops below 10.
Tell me, what clouds are you using?
I use default, and I have an application to put the quality of the clouds lower.
Okay. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning.
Hello, Joe.
Morning.
Nice and busy here at Schiphol today, huh?
It is very busy. It's an event, so it's logical.
I'm going to tell you something. A couple of years ago, now I'm talking 2007, 2008. One of my real-world pilot buddies and I used to fly Hamburg Schiphol or Schiphol Hamburg on a Saturday morning this time. So we would get together 800 Zulu and then we would fly. And one of the things that we used to do is we didn't bother with any separation time when we took off, and we made it the ATC's problem at the end. And I tell you what, we came into Iveo here those days where we would shout at each other, come on, move it, get out of the way. You know, in TeamSpeak 2, you had to set up a whisper because you're sitting in the ATC channel, right? So you can't do it out loud, so you have to press the whisper button. So, come on, move it, maak gou, kom van die runway af, maak gou, come on. You know, and that's how we used to do it on a Saturday morning, eh? We used to love to fly this route.
The good old days. Somebody mentioned in chat, fly with Lua can have issue with FPS too. I'm not sure.
It depends on the shadows and the textures of the clouds that you use. Then it can become very heavy because some of those things are not optimized to really run the clouds properly. I've tried a few where I just got rid of that actual script. In general, I mean, I'm running Fly with Lua right now, and the scripts that are running in Fly with Lua doesn't do anything to my FPS. It is definitely not related to FPS issues. But when you do the clouds and the water and the shadows, you know, and you start fiddling with them, then it can add up. There's Uncle John on his way. By the way, the link to the sceneries and stuff is in the description below the video. This is half payware, half freeware, guys. So if you go download the Skipple that I've put in there, you're going to have to buy the payware from Aerosoft and then patch it afterwards, or use portions of it actually. So just FYI.
Well, if I'm correct, Ground will put all the Skymatix just in a row. So
Together,
you will have
yeah.
a wonderful picture.
Yeah, there's 14 coming as well. Don't know if he's gonna come this way. He looks very far away. He'll probably still make it. Yeah.
If you don't like taxi, don't go to ship those to Skipple.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they got this thing in the application. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry for that. But there is this option that for text pilots that if you want to give them a takeoff clearance, you can just hit like this little button, and it shows a few things you can tell according to the waypoints and everything added in the traffic manager, and then you can just click on a certain text and it will send it to them. It's really simple, so you don't have to type the whole message.
Yeah, nice. Little macros or something.
Exactly.
He's clearly got different scenery to me.
Brian.
Yes.
Where is that event mentioned? Is that on IVO Netherlands or?
Yeah, it's on the forum. I can send you a link if you want.
Yeah, thanks.
Can I send it in the Discord, Skymatix?
Yeah, of course.
I'm back in the living.
So that loud ATC was Olaf Blom.
Correct.
Daniel, yeah, I've got...
I sent it in the chat channel.
Thank you so much. We do have dedicated IVO chat channel. If that's the one you're talking about, you can put it there. Just below us, just look at VA and group flights going there. There's our IVO chat channel there. And then in my flight roster, Daniel, on the stream, 1600 Zulu, I'm going to fly from this airport down to Malpensa. That's going to be my next flight.
Milano.
Many thanks, Nico. Appreciate it.
Thank you for flying with Uncle John.
No, that's always my pleasure.
1600 Zulu, that's what, 11 a.m. my time?
Sounds about right, yeah. It should be about 6 hours or so. A little bit back for you, so it's about 10 or 11 for you.
Yeah, probably like 5 hours or so, because it's about to be 6 a.m. right now.
This oak's going to block this oak, and this oak's going to block that oak.
So that Dubai event starts now?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you, Steve. You're welcome. We'll talk to you guys later if you want to run. It's fine.
For now and the coming 3 hours, you can depart from Amsterdam or other airports towards Dubai for the event.
Or you can fly into Amsterdam.
How many miles did you clock up taxi in, Nico, here?
I don't know, 1,305, I think.
Yeah, I think I was about one over that.
Yeah, I saw you took a bit of a detour there. Okay, now, Reggie probably needs to turn left now into that parking so the other guy can get in.
Oh, centre's on now.
No, I'm just coming onto my stand now. He's giving me this stand, so...
Alright, good. I got worried there, Reggie.
You can just turn in, right?
More luck than judgment. It's just as I came around the corner, he was there. Well, thank you, Brian, for the service, everybody. That was a marathon. The taxi.
Yeah, it was lovely. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Brian. It's nice to have you, ATC, us there, and also have you here on Discord. So I wish you all the success and happiness with your event that you're going to do now. I hope you get a lot of traffic.
Well, it is already quite busy now, so...
Good stuff.
My thanks also, Brian.
Steve Meyer, are you on Discord with us or not? Because all the training videos, everything is linked here. We've got dedicated training rooms and stuff, so I can quickly speak with you or point you in a direction. If you can come to Discord, it's the easiest way of doing it. Then I can show you the videos. There are multiple videos on my YouTube channel as well regarding it, but the big training and everything, obviously, it's here. Let me quickly show you guys.
I think I just need to download the IVAP app. I think that's what I'm missing.
Yeah, you don't need IVAP. You need altitude now. The other one is gone and useless.
Oh, because I registered and everything. So I'm okay. I was gonna reach out to you about that, but I was gonna catch LAMSO another time, but since you said they're on Discord, so I'll look at the Discord and see what I do.
That's it. That's it. So the recommendation is go for altitude. So in Discord, you'll see there the flight training and stuff. So in training videos, there's the IVAO introduction video. Okay, it's the second one from the bottom. So it's easy enough to get to that one. That's the whole introduction, and when Denton and the big boys were here as well. And let me quickly go to my. Ooh, I closed my YouTube page. Hold on. Let me just get my YouTube page. I'll show you that one. If you go there, Skymatix Virtual Airline and Online Multiplayer Tutorials, there's a nice video there, the basic tutorial as well. So between the two of them, it will tell you everything you need to know. The one in Discord is like a private one because of people's names and things that get exposed, you know, so just for GDPR and those other regulatory stories, we don't put that on YouTube. Obviously the guys who speak on YouTube have given their consent indirectly, so they can't mind if people see what they've discussed, you know, that they were there. But that's the other one then. Once you've watched that and you've got questions, obviously the whole of Discord is available. Then you just come and chat, and what we will then do is we'll speak to guys like Brian and Jordan and Gary and Michael, you know, all the ATC guys. There's another guy, I think John is his name as well, Jon. The guys are at our disposal, and all we need to do is just make arrangements with them to provide the service, and then obviously, you know, the whole thing comes together at one point in time. Now tomorrow afternoon, 1500 Zulu, I'm just waiting. I think it was Michael that needs to send me the information. We'll be flying somewhere in Norway or the Nordic region at least, you know, and they'll provide ATC if everything goes as planned, and then, you know, come join us. We'll help you. That's the best I can do. We'll help you best we can. Thank you, Chronic. Anyway, gents, ladies, that's about it from my side, unless you guys want to chat a little bit more, but I'm basically done for now. Ha! All the others have deserted me.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go off now to the ATC coordination to talk with the other controllers, because we have almost all of them now.
Okay, enjoy, Brian. Thank you.
Day.
You too. Bye-bye. Tot ziens. So, in a nutshell, that's it. That's what we do. We love to have you here. Really, honestly, there's no need to be shy or, you know, scared. Whatever your holdback is. Sorry, Uncle John?
It was nice that Brian popped in.
Yeah, it was cool, eh? Owen was suggesting it's our Brian, you know, so awesome.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry. Go, Uncle John.
What is TIX number? 020.
Yes. So, okay, anyway, let's quickly say goodbye to the guys on stream there. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll speak to you later. Bye-bye, and thank you for watching.